everybody, this is Nate with another Backcountry beer review. Today I'm hiking around the Caja del Rio Plateau. I'm doing a little bit of a loop, heading up to a rugged nipple-shaped mountain peak called Tor on the maps, and doing a little bit of exploring. Caja del Rio, for those who don't know, is the area just to the west of Santa Fe. It's more popular for like off-roading and stuff, but because of that, not a lot of people really get out and hike it. There's a lot of cool underexplored areas that are really worth checking out. One of those areas being the giant hole in the ground behind me. It is a volcanic vent. Looks to be about 30 feet in diameter and do not know how deep, at least 60 feet because I cannot see the bottom. The beer I'm reviewing today is pretty aptly named because it would be a good descriptor of you if you fell into that hole. And it's by Mountain Brewing Company in Santa Fe, New Mexico. It's their Without a Trace barrel-aged Imperial Stout. So Mountain Brewing Company, you might not be familiar with them even if you're familiar with New Mexico beer, and that's because they're actually a rebrand of the Blue Corn Brewing Company, and which is actually one of the oldest brewing companies in Santa Fe. But during the pandemic, they went through a little bit of a rebrand. Now they're Hidden Mountain. They've still got very good beer, good food. I think it's still the same head brewer, and they even brought back a lot of the popular beers from Blue Corn, so definitely worth checking out. This is a limited release by them. It's their, like I said, Without a Trace barrel-aged Imperial Stout. And I'll read the back of the bottle. It says, "Without a trace, this project is a culmination of ideas from many great conversations over the years with friends over beers. Started with inspiration from our friends at Pipeworks Brewing Company and continued with a serendipitous gift of Buffalo Trace barrels from our friends at Susan's Fine Wine and Spirits. This Chewy Imperial Stout went into barrels just before the shutdown in early 2020 and was aged for 18 months to add a complexity that can only be achieved with patience. Look for notes of chocolate, coffee, molasses, tobacco, dark fruit, and vanilla. We hope you enjoyed drinking this as much as we enjoyed making it. Pairs well with warm fires and good friends." Can't agree more. I mean, Imperial Stouts are pretty much the quintessential winter beer in my mind, especially if they're barrel aged. It just gives you that warm inside feeling that you love on the coldest day so far of the year, actually. But we made it to the top of Tor, and it's a really beautiful view. I mean, given the relative elevation of this peak, you can see so much. The Sandias, the Jemez, pretty much the entirety of the Sangre de Cristo range in New Mexico, all the way up to, I think I see a little bit of Ute Peak sitting out, a little bit of San Antonio Mountain. Great views from this relatively low elevation peak, so definitely recommend it. It also was a little bit of a class 2 climb, so if you read in the news about some idiot who drank an Imperial Stout and broke his ankle in the Caja del Rio, that was me. Anyway, let's have that sip. I'm a big fan of Imperial Stouts, especially barrel-aged ones. I mean, I'm not of the camp that barrel aging automatically makes an Imperial Stout better. There are Imperial Stouts where I like their unaged counterparts better than their barrel-aged counterparts. But this beer, what I like about it is it's so mellow, it's so smooth. A lot of times with Imperial Stouts, barrel-aged Imperial Stouts, you get this sharp, punch you in the face booziness that hits you when you drink it. This, despite the high ABV, really doesn't have that. I mean, it definitely tastes potent. It definitely tastes a little boozy, but it's like drinking wine or something. Wine, despite being higher ABV, doesn't usually register as boozy. So I really like the balance that they were able to achieve with this and the mellowness that they were able to achieve. I think that speaks to, it said on the bottle, put into barrels just before the shutdown, early 2020. So, even if it was March 2020, that's like over 18 months at this point. So really spectacular, really aged for a long time. I really enjoy it. Specifically, I'm getting this creamy dark chocolate sauce flavor that, you have this richness of the chocolate, definitely chocolate notes. I get a little bit of coffee. I mean, I probably wouldn't say that I'm getting coffee if it didn't say it on the back of the bottle. The creaminess, though, that's coming with this chocolate sauce note is actually kind of reminiscent of something like marshmallow cream or a meringue. I'm also getting a little bit of toffee notes, toffee mixed with the chocolate. In addition, when it comes to the barrel aging notes, I'm for sure picking up a lot of vanilla. Definitely a lot of vanilla coming through, a little bit of that kind of bourbon-y. I said it's not really boozy, but insofar as it's boozy, you're getting this little like bourbon flavor. I'm really enjoying this beer, and I'm really happy that I'm able to share it with you. Hidden Mountain doesn't usually package their beer. I kind of have a rule, which is I never do crowlers on this series. It has to have unique packaging for me to review it. And Hidden Mountain, they sell crowlers, but they don't normally package their beer in bombers like this, so I'm really happy I'm able to actually review one of their beers because they did package it in bottles. This is a limited release, so I would definitely call them and ask them if they have any left before you head there to buy it. I have bottle number 26 of 875, and I have a couple sitting on my shelf that may or may not get cellared. A very delicious beer. Thumbs up. Cheers, and have a backcountry beer for me. Hi everyone, this is Nate with another